What's up, YouTube? Pepe coming to you, Captain Awesome's Fish Room. Having a blast today, guys. I got some bad news, I got some good news, I got some great news, and then I have awesome, the bomb, doesn't get any better news. So, just to get the bad juju out, and, you know, just air it out, we're going to start off with the bad news first, which really isn't bad. I mean, it just depends on how you look at it. It's just going to delay things a little more. Bad news comes with this right here, ladies and gentlemen. My 5-pound or 80-ounce CO2 tank. See how beautiful and shiny it is, made out of aluminum, just beautiful tank, okay? Now look at this while I'm talking to y'all. Alright, well I guess you don't really have a choice, but you know what I'm saying. Alright, I went to 3 different welding shops today, guys, and they said, oh yeah, well we can fill it up for you. I get there, bring my tank in, they take my tank, set it behind the counter, and give me this old, rust bucket, dirty, filthy, ugly CO2 tank, and say, that'll be $12, or that'll be $15. The cheapest I found was that'll be $9.89. I was like, huh? Hold on. I want my tank filled up. I don't want y'all's tank. I don't want to do an exchange or anything. They said, oh, we don't fill them up here. And I was like, what? And then, you know, guys, so that's the bad news. I am severely delayed with getting this thing filled up. Luckily, my boy JCorns33IA sent me some phone numbers. I'll be calling them as soon as I get done producing this video. And my girl Katie, she also looked some stuff up next to me over on 23rd Street downtown. There's a place. So hopefully out of those that were given to me, I'll finally get it filled up. And you know, it shouldn't be too much longer, guys, until we start setting up this planted tank and really getting down in the, you know, the nitty gritty of it. You know what I'm saying? So, alright, that's the bad news. Now we got to go on to the good news and make everything groovy. Let me grab this real quick, guys, or I'm going to end up losing it. That's what's going to happen. This is that brass seal. It does the same thing as these guys right here, guys. These little nylon ones. Guys, go ahead and spend, you know, 10, 12 bucks and get this thing, guys, because that way you don't have to change it out every time you get your tank filled up or you switch tanks or whatever. Go ahead and get you one of those brass fittings, guys. It'll save you some money. It screws in there. You know, you just can't beat it. You know what I'm saying? Let's go on to the good news. Had a Home Depot trip today. So I picked up a few goodies, a few toys. You know, the other day I went to Home Depot and my mom got me a shelving unit. She knows I'm trying to set up my new fish room. She's really supporting my business, by the way. I'm loving it. You know, it just feels good when you have a family member, you know, just gung-ho about you doing something, and you know, just gives you pep talks when you feel like you're going down, stuff like that. But anyways, guys, she bought me one. They're 80 bucks at Home Depot. Now these shelves, it comes with 5 shelves. They're 24 inches deep, 48 inches wide, 72 inches high, okay? These are the shelving units I'm going to be using for my fish room, alright? But the Home Depot trip today, I got a second shelving unit, but there's something different about this one, guys. Same exact shelving unit, but as you can see here, it's not because of this, but let me set that down. As you can see here, 3 out of the 5 shelves were busted up pretty bad. This one right here is actually cracked, like halfway down. So, little tidbit of information for you. When you're going shopping at the Home Depot, guys, when something's damaged or opened, they discount it for you to buy it. You know what I'm saying? Basically they don't want to, you know, send it back as a loss. So they're going to discount it, you know, for a good price, and, you know, in hopes that you'll buy it. You just have to ask, okay? Now, this was the only one they had left besides the display, and I don't like buying displays because, one, you know, we have to take it apart, two, it doesn't come in a box, and, you know, three, you just don't know what's happened to it. You know, it could have fell over and whatnot, but anyways, this is what the shelving unit looks like. Of course, that's it's sideways, you know, it's not straight up and down, but it does go straight up and down, guys, so look at it like this with your head turned, and you'll see what it looks like. But with this one, originally 80 bucks, guys. I paid 45 bucks for it, almost half off, alright? Now, at first when I was talking to them, they said, oh, we'll sell it to you for 60, and I was like, 50, and we got a deal. Okay, and then they called the manager, you know, and, you know, the manager probably would have said 50, but then one of the higher-up ladies came around and said, you're still waiting? And I was like, yeah. You know, just waiting on the manager to come over and see what we can do as far as the price on this bad boy. And she said, I'll sell it to you for 45. Is that okay? And I was like, hell yeah, ring it up. So, you know, whenever you're shopping at the Home Depot, guys, look for stuff like that. Because, to be honest with you, I wasn't going to use this wood on the shelves in the first place. So, you know, it didn't matter to me that this wood was broken. I just wanted the shelving unit itself. So, it was a win-win for me, to be honest with you. So, got that for 45 bucks, saved a ton of money with that. All of y'all remember the lighting fixture that I showed y'all the other day. I was talking about getting a switch for it. Got a switch for it. It's a nickel toggle switch. It also has a, you know, let me try to show you here. Has the on-off plate right there. You can see it says on and off. So I'm going to install this, and I'll show y'all how I install it, how to do it, on all that stuff. And it's going to look like it came on the unit, guys. So definitely stay tuned for that. I got this for 4 bucks. It's nickel, guys. 4 bucks. You know what I'm saying? 4 bucks. Next up, the pressure regulator I was using for my drip system. I don't know if y'all remember me showing that to you. It was a really long hose extension looking thing. It looked like a water nozzle that you would put on the end of a hose. Well, I got a different one today. This is it right here. I got the pressure regulator that's right there that screws onto this part, which is actually a filter, guys. Let me show y'all this. I'm just going to unscrew it. Give me just a sec. I'll try to unscrew with one hand like a beast. Alright. Check out the inside of this, guys. Guess what I'm going to put in there? If you guessed carbon, you are correct. 100% correct. I'm going to put a bunch of carbon in there. And look at that, guys. Look how much room that's going to save me. You know what I mean? And then it, you know, it just screws back on. Got your carbon in there to filter out any chlorine, chloramines, a few different types of heavy metals, and, you know, just other, like, toxins and stuff. But y'all know what carbon does. I don't need to explain that to y'all. And then I got this little extension piece on the end here, which actually takes 1/4-inch tubing. And I got this the other day from the Home Depot. So this, guys, will not leak. This is vinyl tubing, 1/4-inch. This is what I'm going to be running with my drip system. It's going to be ironclad, dope, awesome, cool. Alright? So that's the new pressure regulator. We're going to go ahead and put that up right there. Alright, now I'm going to put this back there. Alright, next up, we have the Annihilator, guys. This thing is bad to the ass, okay? It is 9 different tools in one, okay? It's, you know, it's made by Dead On. That's the company name, Dead On. And it's called the Annihilator. Now, there was a review. Those of you that are into zombies and Z-Poc and stuff like that, there is a review on this, you know, as a survival tool. It's a great survival tool as well, guys. Okay, it has a hammer, has your bottle opener, wrench, nail puller, axe. That's an axe right there, guys. That is an axe, alright? Also has a wire clip right there. And then you go to this end. Let me take this cover off right here. It comes off real easy. You see that? Alright. This end, it has a balancer, which you could use like with string, and you can balance, or it'll also cut string right there. This is also a hex wrench as well. But then you have a chisel right here, or a glass break. How awesome is that, guys? How awesome is that? Alright, and I paid 30 bucks for this, $29.99. You can't beat that for 9 tools in an 18-inch package, guys. I mean, this thing is ironclad. It is awesome. I mean, real heavy duty. Nothing feels cheap about it. You know, I'll go bust some stuff, you know, in a later video to show y'all how it works and what you can use it for, stuff like that. Next up, I've been seeing these. There was one gentleman on YouTube, the name slips my mind, the pocket hose. Did a review on the pocket hose. I've been looking at them, been wanting them, guys, because to be honest with you, 50 foot of hose in this small of a package is a fish room dream. You know, having a bunch of tubing, 50 foot of tubing, guys, imagine 50 foot of tubing sitting somewhere. I mean, I have about 10 feet of tubing right there, and it takes up that much space. But look how much space this takes up. Alright? 50 foot of hose, you know? I mean, I have a 100 foot hose, which I do my water changes with, guys, but, I mean, this is going to come in handy, okay? Plus, it's a small package. So, we'll stick this right back here. Alright, and then we got these. Now, these were $1. They're 2.5 quart. They were $1, excuse me. They were at $1. Alright, 2.5 liters, but guess what I'm going to be using this for, guys? Specimen container. Boom. Look at that, guys. A $1 specimen container. They come in all different sizes. You know, I could also use it, you know, to mix up ferts or, you know, bagging fish. I mean, guys, for $1, they're definitely worth picking up. Alright? So we got those. I think that's it as far as the Home Depot trip. Let me make sure before I go into the great news, before we get to the awesome news. Let me put my hammer up here. My Annihilator. Guys, I'm telling y'all, pick you up an Annihilator, 30 bucks, and you got a badass, all-in-one, all-purpose tool / zombie slayer, okay? Alright, so here we go with the great news, guys. Sorry, I was thirsty. Guess who has a pair with the Gorillas Blue Apes? Your boy Captain Awesome does. That's right. We got a pair formed. This is the male Torque right here. Haven't picked out a name for the female, but as you can see, guys, well, you know, I just walked up to the tank, so they think I'm feeding them, but you can see these two fish are the only two that constantly remain out. The rest of them have a little bit of split finnage or a little roughed up looking, but this is definitely his female. You know, there is differences between the two. You can see them. See, they flare up at each other and do the, you know, the little shimmy thing. But yeah, guys, definitely have a pair with the Gorillas Blue Umbies. So that's awesome. As far as them being large enough to breed, that's on the fence, guys. I mean, if they do, they do, but they're probably not going to for at least a couple more inches. And, you know, it's just really exciting, guys, because I've had these fish since they were around 1/4 to 1/2 of an inch. They grow way faster than your Rio Magdalena Umbies. And they're just simply gorgeous, okay? Look at Torque here without, if I can get him without the glare. Look at the colors on that fish, guys. Look at those red freckles up on his face, up on his forehead. Camera's not doing any justice. I'm looking at, and the glare isn't helping either, guys. But look at that. I mean, what he looks like through the camera, imagine that times 100, and that's what he looks like in real life. That's his female right there. You can see the subtle differences in the shape of the forehead and the sloping of the jawline. And around the gill plate area, you can see slight differences that differentiate the males from the females. And of course, as they get bigger, he will be black with blue, and she'll be more of like a yellow whitish color with red freckles. Really beautiful. Of course, she'll get the same color as him, but in breeding dress, they're like a yellow white with red freckles and red scaling throughout. Really beautiful species, guys. If y'all have a chance to pick these up from Chris King, I definitely recommend you do it. That or the Gorillas Blacks. These are great fish, guys. They eat very well. Very interactive fish. I mean, they're still a little bit shy. When I put the camera up, there's a good shot of him. They don't like the camera so much, but with my hand, guys, they don't mind it at all. I mean, look at this. I mean, since they were young, just like the Gorillas Blacks, guys, I mean, they come up, you know, they don't glass bang, but they'll come up to your hand and stuff. So now, I'm going to announce the awesome news, guys. This is super awesome. A lot of y'all have been waiting for this. I know I have been dying to find out, you know, when this was going to happen. Finally got word today from Sherry, the chief editor at TFH Magazine, Tropical Fish Hobbyist. Guys, look for your boy's article in the August issue of this year. That's right, people. Your boy will be published. The article will be in the August issue of this year. I do have some extra copies coming that I will be signing. And, oh wow, look at this, guys. Right when we announce awesome news, what do we get? We get jaguars laying eggs, guys. How awesome is that? Look at that, man. And they're going to fill up that entire rock, guys. Y'all seen it. They don't have any fry in the tank right now, so this is going to be an enormous batch. I mean, they're not even halfway done. Look at that. But yes, my first article ever written for Tropical Fish Hobbyist will be published in the August 2013 issue. And let's see when it'll come out. It'll come out right around June, July. It'll come out right around the middle of July. So look forward to, you know, if you're subscribed to it, you know, stay tuned for your mailbox or your mail to come. But if you go and buy it every month, look for it on the news shelf right around the middle of July. That's when the August issue will actually come out, be printed. But yes, guys, finally got word from Sherry, the chief editor of Tropical Fish Hobbyist. My article is going to be published, and I can't say it enough, guys. It's going to be published August of this year. So stay tuned for that. Look for it. You know, you can send your copies to me. I will definitely sign it and send it back to you. You don't even have to worry about postage. So if you know, if you're subscribed to it, or if you go out and buy a copy, guys, you want me to sign it personally to you, or if you just want my signature on it, that's fine. I'll sign it and I'll send it back to you. All you have to do is pay to send it to me, and I'll take care of the rest. And I'm not gloating or anything, guys. I'm just saying if you want me to sign it. I'm not saying it's, you know, worth money or anything, guys. I'm just saying, you know, if you want me to personally sign it because, you know, you're a subscriber to me on YouTube or whatever, I'll definitely do that for you. I have no problem doing that. And yeah, guys, so that's all the good news with a little bit of bad news, which really isn't that bad, considering all the good news that we've had today on top of the Jaguars breeding. So with that said, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm going to end it with a little bit of them laying eggs, so you can get an idea of how that looks. And as always, guys, rate, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you're thinking. This is what I'm doing. This is what I've done. And we'll see y'all next time. Adios, folks.